What's up, guys? Albert here. Today we're talking about some potential solutions to the lack of inventory in Rhode Island. I know we talk about inventory and the lack of it almost every week, feels like it, but it's such a hot topic. It's so important that people are feeling it on a daily basis, especially home buyers, that I started thinking about some solutions that some other states are coming up with, and that I think we are going to see that in Rhode Island very soon. But before we get into the video, some housekeeping. Subscribe to our channel. Share this video with someone if they are thinking about buying a home or selling. Share the channel with someone if they're thinking about buying or selling, because this channel is designed for that and it's going to help someone a lot. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so here's a couple of solutions to the potential lack of inventory right now. First off, I'm going to address one that I heard that they're doing in the state of California. Now, I don't know if this is all over the state or in certain counties, but I thought it was very interesting. And I do think that that's going to come to Rhode Island very soon. If you own, let's say, a single family home and you have a quarter of an acre lot, especially in like a city, more of a busy area, and then you have a, let's say, a 2-car garage, which is detached from your property, the city or certain counties are allowing you to turn the garage into an extra apartment or to build over the garage, right? So to build an extra unit on top of the garage. It's a really good solution to this whole problem because it could add a lot of housing. Now, yes, there's a lot of urban development and city planning that has to go into it. There's a lot that has to be kept into account, obviously, but I do see a lot of potential in that solution. I know for a fact that in Providence, there's a lot of properties in the city, in certain neighborhoods, especially like Elmhurst, Fox Point, Hope, the multi-unit, 3-unit properties, and then single family homes that do have detached garages, that if people went and if they got approval to turn their garages into apartments or into a living space, it would really contribute a lot to the inventory problem. Not only that, but also it would contribute a lot to the fact that most multifamilies you buy do not cash flow now. So you can technically add a 4th unit into your property, which would be absolutely amazing. So I think that's one solution that if the inventory crisis continue to go the way it is, I do think that we can see that in Rhode Island anytime. All right, and number 2 is all multifamily properties in Rhode Island, right? We're already seeing this, the 3 units that you can buy that property as a 3-unit and then, live in one. And we've talked about that multiple times, and rent it out or buy it as an investment property. It's got 3 apartments basically, right? But technically they're not apartments or they're not condos. They don't qualify as condos, and you cannot really sell them as condos, right? You can only sell a multifamily property as a whole to somebody. A lot of these investors who own these properties, especially people who have bought these properties 5 to 6 years ago, they have these 3 units and they're converting them into condos. Now you have to go to the town or the city, get the necessary permitting, get the necessary approvals, and file the necessary paperwork to turn these 3 units into condos. You need the certain budget. You need all of those things. And there's attorneys and law firms that will help you create all the paperwork necessary for the HOA for you to convert that into condos. So what basically people are doing is they're converting these 3 units into condos. They buy a multifamily 3-unit property, right? If they bought it 3 or 4 years ago, they lived in it for a while, they rent it. Now they do the necessary work to turn it into a condo, right? So they turn it into HOA and they have 3 condos out of that multifamily. And now they're either renting them out as condos or they're selling them out as condos. So now in the 3-unit property, there's 3 different owners. So there's 3 different owners that own a condo in the 3-unit property. So that's another solution that we are seeing already in Rhode Island. This is happening, but I do think it's going to become even more prominent in the next 3 to 5 years. And the reason is because when you turn these properties into condos, you are able to sell an affordable condo for like $250,000. And in reality, there's nothing out there right now almost for $250,000 or $200,000 that you could buy as a condo. So you'll be able to buy a condo for $200,000 with 1,500 square feet, 2 beds, 1.5 bath. Some of them are 3 beds, 1.5 bath. You get the parking. And that's a solution that I think is going to become, again, more and more prominent. And solution number 3, it is not very popular, and it is more of an ideal type solution. I haven't seen any real movement towards it, is the state giving out grants to home builders and helping home builders build more new construction homes, single family, multifamily, make it somehow more feasible and more attractive for home builders to get into the home building game. Right now, I don't know really how that works on that end, right? But if I had ideas, I'd figure out how to get people own land, how to incentivize them to put their land for sale and to make it available for them to build property in it, and then how to incentivize builders, how to make it so attractive that builders get motivated again to start building property. In my opinion, I think this would be the best solution to the low housing. But if you combine all these three, I think we would have a really great solution for the next 3 to 5 years to contribute into the low housing crisis and come up with better options and have more options for home buyers out there. So there you have it. I hope you liked it. These are the 3 potential solutions. Some of them are actually already happening in Rhode Island that we could start doing to have more inventory. If you have any questions, or if you even are working towards something similar, let me know. Make an appointment with me. I'd like to connect with you and discuss this further. Subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next video.